You want a video? We're gonna do a video.
Hi! I am making coffee buns today. And I'm going to give you the actual recipe, which I forgot to do last time. And I'm going to do much less of the mixture today because I only want to make a few buns and I've run out of bun cases. What you'll need for this, okay.
What we got?
We got bun cases. Now I use the muffin ones. You can use smaller ones, but I like the muffin ones. And also put them into a, I don't know what this is called. It's a baking tray with the little,
yeah.
Yeah, but with the little dips in. I've forgotten what they call these. These are actually for tarts.
Nonetheless.
But it doesn't matter. Excuse me, this is my video.
I'm sorry, this is very self-explanatory, and your videos do go on for a long time.
Oh, up your bum. Never mind. This is it, okay? And this is what you need. Now you need 4 ounces of caster sugar, which is about just over the 100 grams. The same of butter and the same of self-raising flour. If you're a gluten-free person, you will also want to do instead the Dove's gluten-free flour, which is brilliant, self-raising, or there is some harvest mix you can use. You also need a spoonful of, you're putting me off, Toby.
Well, I'm just confused because you said 4 ounces and then you said the same, but these are clearly different weights.
No, they're not. They're exactly the same.
What are you talking about? That's so much heavier than that.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I weighed it out on the machine.
They are different weights. That is a different thing.
4 ounces is 4 ounces, babe. I can assure you.
Okay, you keep going. Your video.
And that's also 4 ounces of flour. And you need a teaspoon, a level teaspoon of self-raising. Hang on, let me just tell you what it is. Baking powder. That's the one. Baking powder. I can never remember the names of these things. Plus, you're going to want 2 eggs. Now, I'm not doing this in a mixer because not everyone's got mixers. And the thing is, you don't really need to. And often kids like to do this. And when children cook, they want to get their hands in it. They want to see it being mixed. So here we go. First of all, we're going to cream the butter and the sugar together. Make sure your butter's slightly soft because otherwise you're going to be...
Definitely different weights.
Shut up, they're not different weights. I've weighed them out. Honest to God. It's like saying, what's heavier, 4 ounces of feathers or 4 ounces of butter?
No, it's not like saying that.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm saying if you've weighed them wrong because there's more that's heavier butter than your thing. But you're the chef, you're the cook. I'm just the humble cameraman.
You just be a humble cameraman. Tell him, Rolo. Tell him.
Do you think she's chatting nonsense?
No, I'm not.
Do you think?
These buns are going to be just...
Definitely. Alright, okay.
Just the bum, okay?
Just the bum?
The bomb, I mean.
The bomb, okay.
Not the bum. Okay, so we cream these together with a wooden spoon and keep going until all your sugar's mixed in. Yes, indeed, Rolo. See? And you get this nice creamy mixture. Not for you though, Rolo. No. Okay. So with that done, scrape that off your wooden spoon. And next you're going to want to beat your eggs. So, now I know everyone laughs at my slightly, well, it's half a mix thing. What do you call them? Whisk.
What?
It's half a whisk because this was actually from an electric thing, but I use it all the time and it's fine. Beat your eggs, break them up, give them a good old beating.
Just like you beat us when we were children.
Oh, you lying toad. You are so not beaten. Could have beaten you though. There were times when I really could have beaten you, Toby.
Mum, you don't want to say that on the internet.
And what I use for the coffee flavour is camp coffee. Now, if you haven't got camp coffee, you can easily put a spoonful of normal coffee in with boiling hot water until it's dissolved and then let that cool and you've got exactly the same. But I think camp coffee is brilliant for cakes because it is. Now you're going to ask how much. Now I do this by eye, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to put in that amount.
Sneezing.
Yeah, I know he's sneezing. He does that when he wants attention. It's called a backward sneeze, I believe. If you can get that, the dogs have. Right, just do that. and then we pour it in. You're supposed to do it a little at a time, so I'm going to do it a little at a time because this is how I was brought up to do a basic bun recipe. And again, you want to really get that beaten. Let's do it in 2 lots. Can't be bothered to do it bit by bit. It doesn't really make much difference. So you want to really give that a good old beating. Ooh. Think of it as a workout, you know?
That looks nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, it will be. I'm making them with normal flour because I have celiac disease, I don't want to be tempted to eat these. And I'm really doing them for my darling husband and friends. He wants walnuts in it, but I'm not putting walnuts in it because some of them won't have some of them won't have nuts on them because I've got friends coming tomorrow who just want coffee cake. So there you go. Right, so there we go. As you can see, this is blended in quite nicely. We've still got a few lumps of the butter. We've got to keep whisking. You've got to beat air into it, that's the thing. And that's why food processors and things like that and electric whisks are so good. But you know what? It's not necessary. That's what I'm actually saying. Okay? Because I do think that it's an assumption that everybody has these gadgets and not everyone does. And children in particular like to see the mixture and how it goes together. So there you go. We've got a nice mixture. I think we're well beaten there. Now then, some people would just say stir in the flour. But my mum always told me you should always fold your flour in and you should fold it in with a metal spoon. So, and also if your flour isn't nice and fluffy like this, you should sieve it in. But since that's come out beautifully anyway. Now folding is this. You turn it over and fold. Turn it over and fold. This prevents you losing the nice air that you've just beaten in. Oh, he's got a lot to say, hasn't he? So, again, you're missing, excuse me, while you're filming the dog, you're missing this folding.
Oh, beautiful folding. I don't want to miss the folding.
You mustn't miss the folding.
It's the most important part, they said. They may say. People have said that.
Oh, really?
No one said that apart from you. But you've got your folding.
I have to say, I was taught to do this when I was a little girl, and I can't actually do it any other way. When I do it in a blender, I just shove it all in together. It seems to come out all right. But honestly, let's just get right down to basics here. We want basics. Basics are good, and also it makes you understand why and how cakes rise. Because a lot of people just think, oh, well, they just rise. Well, it's the eggs, it's the baking powder and the self-raising flour. But also, you don't want to be, you've got to be careful not to beat out everything you've done. Okay, so you've got a nice creamy mixture. Don't worry if you've got a few little knobbles of butter. That doesn't matter. It's not ideal, but if you have, hey-ho, no one died. Okay, so here we've got our mixture. And this is usually what gets eaten by kids before it actually goes into the little cases, is to take a teaspoon and put a good jollop, maybe a jollop and a bit into each of them. But I would do 6 or 7. You need to get them even, because if you've got one filled more than the other, you're going to get an uneven cooking time. At the beginning of this, I forgot to tell you to put on the oven at 180. So you need to make sure you've got a preheated oven. Again, don't put it into a cold oven and expect that it'll cook as it's heating up, because it doesn't. That's all there is to it. I'm doing one on each. And then I'm going to go along again and fill them up so that we know we've got about the same. A little bit extra in there, a bit extra in there, a bit more in that one. Just try and get them the same sort of look. There we go. I don't know, in America they use cups. they work everything by a certain cup of this and a cup of that, and I don't know what a cup is. If anyone can tell me down below how much a cup represents in America, I would be very interested, because I could do some more recipes from other people that do cooking videos. Rosie O'Kelly, if you watch this, you do cups of this and cups of that. I don't know how to do cups, because we don't have that here, or we may do, but I just don't know about it. All right, what looks like it needs a bit more filling here, Tobe? I think that one there.
They look pretty good to me. That one there, yeah.
Look at the evenish, because that's the most important thing. And then these are going to go in for about 12 to 15 minutes. And then I will come back and show you, but I'm going to do a bit of icing and show you how I make up a little bit of icing in a minute. So, let's pop these little treasures in the oven. Don't they look yummy? And then put them in the middle of the oven, not at the top. And then we'll put it on for, put the timer on for, oh look, and you've got cake mix all over the timer, for about 12 minutes, and then we check them out then. Okay, so that's the first part. While that's doing, we can then go on to a bit of icing. So while the cakes are cooking, I can do a little bit of icing. Now what I do is a bit of soft butter in there, because I'm going to top them with a little bit of, where is it? Oh, here it is. A little bit of butter icing, mixed with a little bit of water actually, because I like it that way, but this actually is quite soft. So I'm just going to make a bit of coffee icing.
Is there a specific amount that just went in there, or
no,
you
just
okay?
I just eye it, plus a little bit of canned coffee. Mix it up. I'll get there again with my trusty whisk, like this. And then what I'm going to do is add a tiny, and I mean small, amount of water, just to cream it up. And I've probably got enough in there to just coat the tops of each each of the buns. Yeah, each of the buns.
Each of the buns?
God, I don't know what I'm saying. And then I will put a little bit of that onto each bun when it's finished, plus my walnut, for those of people that want walnuts. And there you have it. That is how to do my buns, and I'll show you them when they come out. Beautiful buns, look how much they've risen. And that's what happens when you fold the mixture in. Also, if you're unsure in the oven whether they've cooked or not, make sure you put a knife in like that, and it's got to come out clean. That's the way you know. Then put them on a baking tray, make sure they're completely cool like these are, and then all you have to do is do whatever you like. Put a little bit of icing on, this is what I do, just like that with a teaspoon. And then in this case, I'm going to put 3 walnuts on, or half walnuts. They look like little brains, don't they? And there you've got the perfect basic bun.
Hey!
Thanks for watching.